Hey everyone, welcome to my review of the Monster Vision entertainment system. Inside of this video, I'm going to go over all the different features contained inside of the Monster Vision. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to use it. And by the end of the video, I'm going to give you my honest opinion on whether or not I think it's worth it. We've been using the Monster Vision for the past few weeks now as our camping TV. Our camping trailer did not come with a TV, so I wanted to get something that's portable that I didn't need to hook up to electricity and I could watch for hours on end, so I decided to pick up the Monster Vision entertainment system. This TV is great for tailgating, it's great for picnics, it's great for using it around the fire when camping, or like how we do it inside of the RV. It's an all-in-one fully contained system, so depending on what area you are currently in, you can get some channels via an antenna, and I'll show you how to hook that up. You can also install a Fire Stick into the back compartment of this TV and power the Fire Stick using the built-in battery, and I'll show you how to do that inside of this video as well. And you could also use it as a speaker system with Bluetooth while also connecting a microphone to this, so you could potentially use this as a karaoke machine. It also has a built-in FM radio, so you could listen to radio on this as well. I think it shines the best as a portable media content machine, and my favorite way to use it is going to be with plugging in an Amazon Fire Stick. And that will be the first way that I show you how to use this. But first, let's go ahead and go over all the different things included with the Monster Vision. First thing included is going to be this antenna, which we will hook up in the back of the Monster Vision. Next, we have the remote, which looks like this. There's plenty of different ways to control the TV via this remote, and I'll show you how to do that inside of this video. Then we have an included aux cable, as well as a USB-A to micro USB cable. And lastly, we have the power cord. Now you can store all of these accessories in this back Velcro compartment. It really does make it nice and easy to hold everything in one place. And if I want to, I can remove this because it's held on by Velcro. It's very simple to take off and put back on, and it's just a great little pouch to hold all of your different accessories. I like to put a Fire Stick in here, hold the remote, and all of the cables inside of this pouch. Now, another compartment here on the back is going to be vital for hooking up any kind of HDMI devices. So a Fire Stick would go back here, and then you would plug it in via the USB-A port there to charge it. We also have the antenna port back here, and everything is housed inside of this little compartment. So if you install some kind of HDMI device, you can hold it inside of that compartment, and everything stays nice and tight in there and out of the way. On the back here, we have the power button, we have a DC in, and then we have the input power down here where you're going to plug in your power cord. And then on the front here, of course, we have this nice padded handle. Makes it really easy to carry this because it's not lightweight. It's actually pretty heavy and large, and that's one thing that I do wish that they could change, is make this a little bit more of a smaller footprint and easier to carry, but nonetheless, it works very well. So you have all of your different buttons and controls here on the top, the screen itself, and the speaker system. So let's go ahead and power it on. You're gonna see this please wait screen, and then it's going to give you a menu to go through the different options. But what we're really interested in here is all of these different buttons. I'm gonna show you some of these. So we have a USB charging port here for USB-A devices. We also have a microphone port. This is going to be great if you want to turn this into a karaoke machine. You could play YouTube videos with the lyrics, hook up a microphone, and you have a karaoke machine. And then of course over here is another audio port, so you could plug in some headphones into that jack. And if we want to see the battery life, we can click on this battery button here. It says the battery is at 100, which is pretty incredible because I've already watched at least 2 hours of video content using this machine, and it hasn't dropped in battery life whatsoever. So that's pretty impressive. I expect to get 8 to 10 hours of continuous video and audio playback from the Monster Vision. We have your volume levels right here. We have the FM radio, so if I click on this, it'll turn it to the FM radio, and I can use these buttons right here to find different channels. You can click on the Bluetooth button here to connect different kinds of Bluetooth devices, and it will flash blue. Then we also have aux in and video. This is going to be for your TV, HDMI, and USB devices. We can also hit the menu button button here, and that's going to take you to your menu where you can control different kinds of settings with this device. So we have picture mode currently, but I can go all the way over here to password lock, options, time, and then of course I could change it over to music, movies, and we can play different kinds of media from a USB device on this machine. So that is a general overview of all the different buttons and the functionality of the Monster Vision. Now let's go ahead and get into how to play media content via an Amazon Fire Stick on the Monster Vision. First things first, I open up this back compartment here. Then we take our Fire Stick here and we plug it into one of the HDMI ports. I'm gonna go with HDMI 2. After that, we take our USB-A port here and we plug it into the back to give the Fire Stick power. Now I can take the cables here, shove them into this compartment, and I can close the compartment, housing the Fire Stick, the cable, and the power all in this one area. So it looks clean, it looks nice, and it's also functional. Now I will use the video button here to change from HDMI 1 over to HDMI 2, and you'll notice that we have the Fire Stick loaded up and ready to go. All I would need to do now is just connect this to a network, so I could use my home Wi-Fi, I could use an RV park's Wi-Fi, or a hotspot from my phone, and I can watch media content using an Amazon Fire Stick with the Monster Vision. For the second way to enjoy the Monster Vision, we have plugged in the antenna into the back compartment, and now we can go ahead and search for television channels. The first thing that we need to do is make sure that we are on TV, which we are, and then after that, we're gonna go ahead and hit the menu button on the remote, and that's going to allow us to run the channel auto scan. So now I'll just click on auto scan, and we want to scan for all channels. Now it's going to be using the antenna to scan for television channels in this area. I do live in a rural area, so I may not get a ton of channels, but so far it's found 9 digital channels using the auto scan. You'll need to just let this continue to run throughout the auto scan, and then you'll have access to all the different channels that it found in the area. And you'll notice that I have a variety of different television channels to watch, even though I am in a rural area. Overall, I'm very impressed with the Monster Vision all-in-one entertainment system. It has multiple different ways to play media content. You can turn it into a karaoke machine. You can install a Fire Stick or a Roku in the back of this device, and you can also search for channels in your local area with the auto scan and antenna that comes with the Monster Vision. The sound quality is great, it functions well, and even though it's a little bit heavy, I would recommend it, and I think that it is worth it. Thank you so much for watching this video review, and I hope that it helps.